Good morning to you. And you know what? It's so beautiful to hang out here on such a gorgeous day like this. Coming up after the break, we're going to talk plants that attract hummingbirds. Stay with us. You're watching BT.
I'll get him high, show him what I got. Can't read my, no, we can't read my poker face. She's got nobody.
Yeah, thanks very much, guys. A lot of people will have maybe those little feeders with the sugar water or whatever, Gary, but you know, we have such a natural way for people to attract the hummingbirds, and who wouldn't want to? They're so cute.
They are adorable. Yeah, they're zooming all around the nursery, so they might do a flyby at any moment.
We can only hope. What do you have here for us?
Well, so we can attract them with feeders, but we can also attract them with flowers.
Okay.
So hummingbirds love brightly colored flowers, and they love tubular flowers.
And why is the tubular flower important, and what do you have specifically here?
So these are hyssops, and the tubular flower is important because the nectar is at the base. The hummingbird sticks their little beak in there and gets pollen all over their face.
So whenever you see those pictures of close-up hummingbirds, they usually have
you'll
pollen
see
on
little
the forehead,
specks
right?
of pollen.
Yeah.
And so hummingbirds are moving pollen around on their foreheads.
Oh, okay.
The hummingbirds don't really know that, but they're transferring pollen all over the place to pollinate the flowers.
All about reproduction, right?
It's all about reproduction. The plants are using the hummingbirds to move their pollen around.
And so what other kinds do you have here? Because this one's not tubular per se.
It's a little bit tubular. This one is a sage called Hot Lips.
Okay.
And so you can see it's white and it's got a red hot lip.
Oh,
so that's kind of cool.
There you go.
This one right here is a native of eastern North America, so the hummingbirds out east love this one. It's called Indian pink.
And what do you have over on this side here?
So here we have fuchsias. The hummingbirds love fuchsias. We have Cape fuchsias. This is a neat one called lion's mane.
This looks very sweet and sticky, you know?
Yeah. The hummingbirds have been going crazy for that one. And then this is an all-time favorite at this time of year. This is called Crocosmia or Montbretia Lucifer. And the hummingbirds will just visit this all day long.
Excellent. Well, for more details on these plants and so much more, you can go to the Phoenix Perennials and Specialty Plants website. They're also on Twitter and Facebook as well. By the way, Jody and Riaz, coming up next, we're going to talk about plants that attract bees and why it's so important to attract those little bees. Yeah, and I love that song, Flight of the Bumblebee. And you know what? So important. These little things, who knew that they would be among the most important things to have?
30% of all of our food, including all the fruits, lots of our vegetables, all come to us because the honeybees pollinated them.
So the fact that they're not really around in abundance as much could be a problem.
They're having a little bit of trouble now because of pesticides and you know, different things that are affecting them. So we need to support our honeybees as well as our native bees.
Okay, so we've got some great plant options, right?
So the best thing to do is to plant flowers and perennials that bloom for a long time, a succession of bloom all through the season.
And what do you have here?
So here we have a whole bunch of bee plants. They love daisy family things. Bees love yellows, blues, whites, and purples. And they love big flowers that they can land on or climb up.
Because they need to be able to access it a little bit easier than something like a hummingbird, which of course look for the tubular flowers, right?
Hummingbirds look for tubular things. Bees need landing pads.
All right, so we got the daisy-type flowers.
Daisy family things. We've got cone flowers. We have yarrows. We have dahlias. They also love lavenders.
Over here, right here, Gabe. There we go. Yeah.
So lavenders are really popular.
Lavender, that's not as purple as I would have thought it would be.
No, this is a white one, but we also have purple ones.
All right.
They also love sedums. They love, and you can see these ones have a nice little landing pad. So this is a scabiosa. So they'll land on there and pick up the pollen and all the nectar from those little flowers.
We've got about 10 seconds left.
And then here's a really popular one. These ones are monardas or bee bombs, and the bees love this as well as the hummingbirds.
I love it. Well,
so
you know
double
what?
time.
So many options, and you've got a complete list on your website of everything. I know we kind of went through really fast, but yeah, for more details on Phoenix Perennials and Specialty Plants, you can go to their website. Jody and Riaz, lots of great options to attract those bees. As I'm just trying to get a little bit of privacy here. Yes, there it is. I see you. Hi. Yeah, we're here at Phoenix Perennials and Specialty Plants, and privacy is something that many of us want, but it's tough in those busy cities and in those condos. We've got the plants that will help keep you private coming up next. Stay with us. Sounds like you get points for being creative with those guys. You know what? And hey, you want to be creative when it comes to offering privacy into your condo. Where's Gary? There you are. See, this works really well.
It does work really well.
We're talking about privacy plants.
We are talking about privacy. You know, we have so much, you know, we live so close to our neighbors now in our condos and our townhomes that we really want some narrow columnar things to give us some privacy.
So plants are a great option.
So yeah, and this one's really cool. This one is a Japanese holly, and it's called sky pencil. which means, you know, makes you think it's going to be really thin and narrow, and we can hide behind it.
And that's really important because not everyone has also a lot of space on their deck per se, right?
Yeah, if you're on a little 8x4 balcony, then you would want to have something very narrow so you're not losing all of your living space as well.
Exactly.
I love this one. This one's called Plum Yew, and it kind of looks like a conifer crossed with a cactus.
Nice.
And so it's been really popular this year.
And are these ones easy to take care of as well?
Super easy.
Okay.
Yeah, this is all easy, totally hardy, and anybody could grow these
I don't know.
on their patio.
I told you this before. I killed bamboo before,
you could
but
even grow
anyways.
These are boxwood. We think of boxwood as being these little itty-bitty little hedges, but these ones grow into tall columns, so we can use these for privacy as well.
Okay.
We also have things like bamboos and clumping bamboos, so they never spread, so you can actually use them in your garden as well.
Excellent.
And then this is kind of a neat thing. It's Japanese maple, but it grows very narrow. So it might get to 10 feet, but only about 3 or 4 feet wide.
Okay, so for most of these, I mean, we've kind of got a good mixture here. Do you recommend if someone is setting up privacy plants on their patio, they stick with one kind of variety, or do they mix it up a bit?
It really is up to you. It's kind of an aesthetic choice.
Okay.
You know, you can put a nice little row of all the same thing, which looks nice. It's kind of zen, it's kind of calm, but if you want a little bit of excitement, you can use a few different things.
Oh, we crave excitement, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
For more details on Phoenix Perennials and specialty plants, you can go to their website. And by the way, Jody and Riaz, a listing of all the plants and flowers we're talking about this morning are available on his website. Just click the little BT logo. The puppetry of the snapdragon, yeah, right. That's one of my favorite flowers when I was a kid there, Gary.
We could go on the road.
Exactly.
Puppetry of the
Michelle was
snapdragon.
very impressed with her.
Oh, really?
Yes, you
There
know.
we go.
So we're talking about cool plants.
Yeah, there's some cool plants. And so here's a new one. This is a snapdragon with variegated foliage, brand new. And you can play with it, but it also looks good in the garden.
Exactly. So what else do you have for us that's cool?
So here's a cool primrose. It's a little bit different than other ones, and it's got really neat flowers that look like a Chinese pagoda. So it's kind of unique,
Very
unusual.
cool.
Right up front, we have Tillandsia air plants, and so these are plants that don't need any soil. All we have to do is wet them down once or twice a week.
Oh, they don't even have to sit in water?
Nope.
Oh.
You can like attach them to chandeliers. You can put them in vases. You can have them on your bathroom counter.
I love it, because a lot of people have those living chandeliers. That's kind of a new trend as well. We got to talk about this real quickly here first, because it's the perfect combination. These are not edible, but we do have a peanut butter chocolate combo.
You smell them.
You smell them.
Yeah, so here we have, this is peanut butter plant. So if you rub the foliage and smell it,
It is peanut butter.
it smells just like peanut butter.
Exactly like peanut butter.
And right beside it, we have chocolate cosmos. So if you smell that, it smells just like dark chocolate.
It does smell just like dark chocolate. So put them together, and it's literally like a
You can have a peanut
butter
cup.
cup.
Garden.
Beautiful, so cool. What do you have in front here?
And then here's just a cool thing called firetail chenille plant. So it's going to bloom like this all summer long into the fall. You can pet it, you can play with it.
I love it.
You can do whatever you like.
Finally,
with it.
very quickly.
And then, you know, old-fashioned plants, the hens and chicks, really fun, and you can put them in bird cages. You can do anything with them.
I
You
love
can do
it.
living walls.
So cool, really cool information here this morning at Phoenix Perennials and Specialty Plants. Jody and Riaz, of course, we've gone through so much today. He's got a complete listing on his website. Just click on the little BT logo. Have a great day, everybody.